It's a Wild West shootout as the Texas Rustlers take on the Nevada Hot Dice for the first time ever. Nevada hits the track with both guns blazing as Jason McDaniel, the fastest man in the WSL, returns to the track.
Now that we have Jason McDaniel skating, he's the fastest guy in the WSL. We have the total package.
I'm ready to skate, baby. Let's get it on.
So, saddle up. It's the Texas Rustlers against the Nevada Hot Dice. Next on RollerJam.
From Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, this is the World Skating League. Tonight, it's the Texas Rustlers taking to the bank track to battle the Nevada Hot Dice. Welcome, everyone, to RollerJam Arena. I'm Ken Resnick, along with Lee Rehrman and roller derby legend Buddy Atkinson Jr. The Texas Rustlers, a team that very honestly has never been able to put it all together. They do have a lot of skilled skaters, but they just have not been able to jive. On the other side of the coin, the Nevada Hot Dice seemingly on a roll, buoyed by the return of Richard Brown, and obviously they did miss his coaching experience. And even more so tonight, they get Jason McDaniel in the lineup, the fastest skater in the World Skating League, coming off a broken collarbone, his RollerJam debut. Lee Rehrman, on the Texas Rustlers, really, I think the women have a little bit more skill than the men do.
Well, these Texas Rustlers, you hit it on the head. They have a lot of skill, but they're like a headless horseman. You've got, for the women, Laura Heiser's got a bunch of speed. Tink Miller can bring physical play like nobody else in the World Skating League, as well as a spark plug, Renee Blevins. But these guys never are able to put it together. And for the Hot Dice women, you've got a real coming on of Shea Brown. She models herself after Denise Loden of the Florida Sundogs, and she makes Mindy Smith, the fastest women's skater for the Hot Dice, that much better. And those two together are a power punch that have really come along in recent weeks in the World Skating.
And certainly for Texas, the only woman that could stay with Mindy Smith would have to be Laura Heiser. Buddy Atkinson, what does this do to Nevada? They get Jason McDaniel back. He's a tremendous skater, but how does he blend in with their plays? He's never been on the track with them so far.
He doesn't have to worry about blending in. You got Richard Brown in there, who is a terrific caller of plays. It makes a team come together. Richard Brown is there. We've got, on the other side, Gallagher leading his team. And I'll tell you what, Gallagher's going to have to be watching out for McDaniel.
Buddy, you brought up a very good point. What a matchup this could be. Brian Gallagher against Jason McDaniel, the two fastest men in all the WSL. I hear the music. That means here comes the Texas Rustlers. The Rustlers led out by their cheerleaders, kind of the hard luck team of the WSL. Some great skill players. They've just never been able to put it all together. And Hawk, I think Texas really needs to look to the Brian Gallaghers, the Sigmund Williams, or on the women's side, the Laura Heiser, to step up and lead by example.
Well, these guys, you're right, Ken. They're talent-rich, but they're leadership poor. And we've seen flashes of brilliance. We've seen flashes of speed. We've even seen great blocking by many of these Texas Rustlers, but we haven't seen it consistently, and we haven't seen the leadership consistently either.
And here come the Nevada Hot Dice. The Nevada Hot Dice were without a doubt the showiest team in the WSL. Kim Hart, Laura Weintraub, Micah Martin have never met a camera they didn't like. Of course, Richard Brown's leadership and the long-awaited debut of Jason McDaniel coming up. McDaniel rumored to be the fastest skater in the WSL on a team that's already the fastest. Now standing by in the stands, Danny Wolf.
Mark D'Amato are back. You're sitting here watching, of course, little Richard Brown. But Rusty Montgomery, what are you doing here? What are you rushing bat? Are you a pledge?
Oh, no. I'm just sitting here with my buddy Mark enjoying the game.
Don't worry about what Rusty's doing. That's none of your business.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I'm here to tell you, I'm here in support of Richard Brown and his battle against the Rustlers. And I will give him any support he needs during this game.
Well, how about Rusty? Is he in?
Don't worry about what Rusty's doing.
Well, he's awful cocky for a guy who's lost his last two games, Ken.
Well, I tell you, I've learned never bet against Mark D'Amato. Starting from the Hot Dice, Shea Brown, Katie Cooper, Mindy Smith, Laura Weintraub, and Mandy Osborne. For the Texas Rustlers, Laura Heiser, Renee Blevins, Talisa Miller, Carrie Johnston, and Laura Lavin. And a lot of long-awaited debut coming up in the second period again. Rumored to be the fastest skater in the WSL. We'll be seeing Jason McDaniel, but right now it's the women on the track. And breaking out very quickly for the Nevada Hot Dice is number 36. That's Mindy Smith, their quickest one. And coming out is Laura Heiser for the Texas Rustlers. Two of the fastest girls on the track for their respective teams. And certainly for the Texas Rustlers, who have obviously had their problems in this WSL season, getting off to a fast start, paramount for this group of Cowboys from the Lone Star State. But unfortunately, it's Mindy Smith closing very quickly on the pack. Drops Lavin, and now a big double block being set up by Talisa Miller and Carrie Johnston. We'll see if Smith is able to come by and break through. Shea Brown now dropping back, talking some strategy with her teammate. Let's see Shea Brown. They're trying to set up, it looks like a reverse double whip, and Brown uses her body to shield Mindy Smith. Smith goes high and very quickly puts 2 points on the board for the Nevada Hot Dice. Big assist to Shea Brown.
And Mindy Smith is a great jammer who's really come on for the Nevada Hot Dice, Ken. We saw her about mid-season show that she was a speedster to be reckoned with here in the World Skating League, similar to what we can look for with Jason McDaniel for the Nevada Hot Dice men in the second period.
You saw Richard Brown gathering the Hot Dice men. They have missed his leadership. And I'll tell you, the Dice could get themselves on a roll with Brown back, and now the return of Jason McDaniel. But now coming out, this is Talisa Miller, number 48 for the Texas Rustlers. I beg your pardon, it's Renee Blevins, the Spark Plug, along with 33, Kim Hart out of Canada. Hart, the leader of the Nevada Showgirls, and certainly the leader of the Nevada Hot Dice women. Blevins, oh, is a little short, but plays with a very big heart. She'll get as physical as she needs to. Kim Hart, now you see again, Hart, the helmet unstrapped. Kim likes to play to the camera, and sometimes she's been guilty of showboating more than keeping her eye and focus on the game. We'll see how she comes out now in this, the second jam. Her team off to a very quick 2-0 lead. You see both Talisa Miller and Laura Weintraub dropping back in the rotation to try and block out the respective jammers. A good job right there by Talisa Miller, keeping Kim Hart from getting by, and Laura Weintraub doing the same against Renee Blevins. A little unusual for Weintraub. She is more of a jammer. She throws down the helmet. Time runs out on the jam. It's scoreless for now. Here's Miller and Weintraub going at it.
Well, Laura Weintraub is one of the showgirls and part of that showgirl sizzle that the Nevada Hot Dice have really looked for all season, Ken. She hasn't delivered early in the season, but she's really done a good job here late in the year to get it done. And we'll be back after this.
We're back, and it is 2-0. The Nevada Hot Dice over the Texas Rustlers. We've talked about it so many times. The Rustlers show flashes of brilliance, just can't seem to put it all together. And now you see the jammer.